Hi, it's Rob from the Bobsphere, and we've got another Booker review. This is Pearl by Siân, if I'm pronouncing it properly. Hughes. Well, it's like most of the books in this year's Longlist. Now this is my 10th one. It explores, the missing parent, or the dead parent. This one does it in an interesting way, using nursery rhymes, medieval poems. In fact, that's where the title comes from. A medieval poem called Pearl, which the narrator finds while rummaging through her mother's objects. Using nursery rhymes, ghost stories, things like that. The narrator of this book explores grief. Her mother disappears when she's 8 years old, and this leads to a series of events. As I've mentioned now, there are those elements. But what it does is it just examines those psychological effects. The fact that this narrator cannot come to grips with her mother disappearing, and then we eventually know what happens, but I won't give it away. But you can guess grief. But anyways. Affects her whole life. Whether teenage years, childhood years, and then her adult years, and then her eventual, I don't know what to say, not descent, because that's not the right word, her eventual, entry into motherhood. I liked it. It's very poetic at times. It's an enjoyable read, and it's quite poignant in places as well. I especially like the end part, when she, finally sort of accepts her mother's fate. It's a good book. It's one of the more interesting ones on this year's Booker list. I'll give a whole summary when I read the 13th book. I can even see this as shortlisted. Not winning, though, but definitely shortlisted. I think it will. But we'll find out in a couple of days' time. Okay, so that's all I have to say. A brief 2.5 minutes. There's a lot more to it than that, but I don't like boring my audience. Okay, so Pearl, Siân Hughes, and